Okay. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy time zones. I hope you guys are doing great. It was definitely a Hell in a Cell-esque kind of battle with the couch getting off that tonight because it was comfy. It is just cold out, but I hope you guys are doing good. Was up late building more stuff for Youngblood. Like, look, don't get me wrong, man. I love that it makes him happy, but holy mackerel. There's an age rating on a box of Legos or kits or this or that for a reason. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. I don't know, like whoever else needs to hear this coming from somebody that has admittedly been thrown through the proverbial ringer this holiday season, getting things to build for 8 to 10-year-olds, and Youngblood is 5, almost 6. So yeah, man, it was something. That Pokeball is really rad though, and it's, you know, it's a Mega Bloks, so it's like it's not Lego, but it, you know, might as well just call it Lego, kind of thing. So it's whatever, dude. It's pretty sick though. So I was like, yeah, that's legit, dude. Phil, what's good, my man? So much for the announcement of the Switch 2 this evening, huh? Well, at least 8:30 p.m. Eastern, my time. Why is it telling me to return to my homeworld? What did it say? You have not logged into your homeworld for a prolonged period of time. Please return to your homeworld and confirm the status of your community authorizations. Say what now? Yeah, there is always tomorrow, right? You know, fingers crossed. We'll get it when we get it, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been back to our server in a minute, so maybe that's just ignore that. Okay, good to know. I was like, what? What do you mean go back? The hunt for specimens. Oh, hey there. Hey there, big fella. Nah, no work tonight? Excellent. It's gotta be a feels good feeling. My clothes are called out again, so, you know, had to clean. It was just one of those things, like I've told you before. I don't mind cleaning. Cleaning's fine. I just zone out and I just listen to tunes and do my thing. It's totally fine. But there's just some days where it's just like, ugh, I don't wanna, because I'm fucking lazy. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't wanna. Today was one of those days, for sure. For certain. Just because it was cold, I'm tired. You know, late night. Top down, screaming out, money ain't a thing. You know, tis what it is. But, yeah, man, I hope everybody else is doing well. Hope you guys are staying warmer than me. Phil, I hope you're warm out over yonder window breaks. Abelard. We're gonna get in less than 5 minutes tonight. For real. I see that coming to fruition. Oh, that's right. I still... Not, you know, not that I necessarily need it, but... No, always getting turned around. Fantastic Mr. Foe? What is that? That's a new one. Is there gonna be a bunch of new news now that I'm in Endwalker? Around old areas? Hey there, Chloe. Give me that new one, fam. What you got for us? Let's take a peek-see. Void Arc. Alexander. Circus Tower. Weren't you saying, like, didn't you say that? That's where, what's his name? Do What the Hat is in Circus Tower. The Naval Extreme. Right on. What a coinky dink. And now we'll teleport again. No. Yes, there we are. Not Old Charlian. I'm going back to Labyrinthos, I believe. Should probably set Labyrinthos as a favored destination. Maybe, probably. Favored. And I'll dump. What is the Macarenza's angle? What the heck is that? I don't even remember why I set that. I'd set Charlene as your home point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Old Charlene as my home point. Yeah, all set. Oh, then you can Ethernet down here. Oh. Okay. Ah, okay. Arcady, what's good, my guy? Run, stallion, run. Holy mackerel. Yeah, tomorrow is my Friday. Just need it. Need it. Need it. Sleepy. If nothing else, I'll sleep like a friggin' rock tonight, though, for sure. I always say that, dude. I sleep like a rock every night. It's just the getting more sleep part. I really, you know, hard-fought battle. It's not even a hard-fought battle. I always lose the more sleep battle. I never get more sleep. Even my usual go-to of, like, once we wrap up stream on Friday mornings, if I don't have adulting to do, I take a little nap on the couch. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Shit to do, man. Having to be a grown-up, and it's like, can we please stop being a grown-up for a little bit? Please, my lord. Get them all. I rip and I rhyme and I rip. That's how Dylon spits. Because I spit hot fire. Name the 5 best rappers of all time. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Good evening, surly feline. How are you, brother? Oh, and I happened to look at the anime voting. Pretty knotted up. Unless things have changed from, I mean, I looked at it earlier just for S&Gs. Seed, Wing, then what's the one that you said last night that I think I pronounced correctly? Are all tied up. I was like, holy smokes, look at that. Travel, Shared Fate. Shared Fate. All right, Uno Mas. Escaflowne, Seed and ReZero all had 8. Feels good. Pretty good, man. I don't know. We'll have somebody pick a name out of a hat or something. Starting 7 Remake Refresher. Because you had also done Integrate, right, Grumpy? I enjoyed... Oh, you have not? Ooh. I mean, I'll be honest, man. I enjoyed the combat of 7 Remake, and I know we've... Or at least I've said it before that if that's how they wanted to market, like, a turn-based combat moving forward, I'd be good with it. but admittedly, Yuffie's combat in Intergrade, I enjoyed better than anybody's combat in, like, of the OG squad. It was really good. I was like, damn, dude. It's like, it was snappy. It was really fluid. $20 and I'll make Seed win. Get on them burners, dog. Get on them burners. You ever heard Yuffie is one of the more enjoyable characters to play as? Yeah, definitely. I always fall victim to, I like swords. You know, like, that's it. I like swords. Phil left me to die. He just kept going. Please come back. And I said, it's because you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Diane. Why do you think I voted for... Oh, the Chaos route. Chaos route's fun, though. Aspen, what's good, fam? How are you, buddy? Philly! My guy, what's shaking? Fuck all that noise. We're out of here. Let's go. We got a dip potato chip. Get your damn hands off me. That's it. We're good. And commence. And go team. Mermaid, how are you, dude? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Happy wish it was Thursday. Means I wouldn't have to work tomorrow, but you know. Oh. Finally, it's in my grasp, the power to control all creation, the power of the void. It's got a real Golbez vibe to him. Like a very multicolored Golbez vibe. Yo. Right on. Another Lancer in here. It's what it do, Boogaloo. Bro, I had some fantastic pumpkin muffins from work that were stuffed with cream cheese. I admittedly had 3 because I had no self-control and I was very hungry. They were really good, though. They were so good and so rib-sticking that I just decided to not have supper. Because clearly, I felt like a fat, disgusting piece of shit afterwards. Like I did. I can't lie. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna stop being vulnerable. Or at least I'll try to stop being vulnerable. Oh, gee whiz, mister. Got a real Freddy Krueger kind of vibe going. That was fucking nightmare fuel. Yeah, it was a real cheat day. I didn't have breakfast this morning. Like, and usually when I don't have time to make like an egg wrap before we boogie woogie to leave the house, I'll usually just like eat a banana or two. Not to set myself up for that one. Yeah, so like a banana or two. Oh shit. But we didn't have ripe bananas at the house, unfortunately, so I don't know why I just did that, but it looked pretty neat. So yeah, I was just extra hungry this afternoon, tired, hungry. Had to do some extra work at work, which, you know, it's not anything out of the ordinary, I suppose. Like, yeah, I just got to extra work, like, whatevs. So yeah, pumpkin muffins, cream cheese. Fuck a doodle do, are they good? Popping half a chubby just thinking about them again. It's wild. I love food. There's one thing I excel at in life and always have. It's disappointing people, my family included, and eating. I'm really good. Consistently good at eating. Bro, F all that noise. We're all nut to butt, friends. It's yucky. It's very yucky. Noir, what's good? I looked over. I saw you. What's shaking, dude? Push it to the limit. The limit! Holy mackerel. Was that more difficult than it needed to be? It felt like that got real dicey real fast. The void was mine to command. I mean, you thought it was. Chilling with a late dinner and vibing with the stream. Appreciate it, fam. What you eating for din din? I'm so inclined to ask, mermaid. I always joke about this one being a... Holy mackerel. I mean, we completed the Delta Escape, so that's neat. I don't want the loot. I don't want the loot. I don't want the loot. Hey, well, maybe I do. Got it. Give me that wind up. Ooh, chicken Caesar salad? Sounds bomb. Some nice grilled chicken in there. You had me a chicken Caesar salad. Vance, I think the gold's just safe. When the shell around this place began to crack, we feared the worst. I still feel like Narrow's up to some shit. Like, what up? Given that all us are present and corporeal, does this mean that this area is no longer the Deltascape? Beep. Deltascape shutdown complete. Alpha Group is victorious. Congratulations. Your combat record has been archived for future matchmaking. Results from other test worlds are still pending. In the meantime, please tend to your hurts and await further instructions. And with that, we've taken a significant step forward solving the mystery that is Omega. It hasn't been easy, but all in all, I'd say things were proceeding rather smoothly. We couldn't have done it without you, old friend. Come, let us return to reality and enjoy what rest we can. First part done. Feels good. I still feel like Nero's up to some shit. Things are proceeding smoothly indeed. Too smoothly. Okay, so maybe if he wasn't up to something, now he wants to get up to something? Oh, Nero, why do you do it, bro? Like... God. I love Nero, but can you just stop? Don't be a turd in the punch bowl. "'Tis well that thou harborest doubts, mortal, but they are misplaced. Omega could have conducted its tests in complete secrecy, unbeknown to all. Yet not only did it betray its presence to you, it allowed you to come this far. Alpha, what art thou truly?
Ay, 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 ay!
The instrument of mortals' triumph, or the bait that lureth them unto the abyss?" He's like, what you talking about, Chief? Thou knowest not thine own purpose, then we can but watch and wait. Mutant Chocobo, just look at it. I mean... Maybe he's just a runt of the litter, you know? Don't you think Mutant is a little grumpy, Tiger? Outcome unexpected. Projections have Delta subjects gave the Delta subjects the upper hand. Outcome supports hypotheses. As previously observed, certain beings may unleash hidden potential when subjected to stress. Initiating new tests. Subject Alpha Group members to severe stress. Searching database for suitable event. No, I don't. Look at the compared to a Chocobo. Mutant? Nah, dude, runt. Come on, let's go. Event found. The death of a comrade. Alpha the Zero Gill item my retainers fill my inventory with. Can't say mutant, man. Like, what about, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Who then just got... Didn't they just get, like... Not just, but didn't they get replaced with just, like, they're just Teenage Ninja Turtles now or something? Ah, it feels good to be back on solid ground. Thank you again, old friend. You did well too, Alpha, fearlessly going into battle whenever you were called upon. We're glad to have you with us. Speaking of which, are you comfortable joining us out here? I'll take that as a yes. Well then, at the risk of obeying Omega's orders, I suggest we permit ourselves a moment's respite. But mayhap I should take this opportunity to compile the results of our investigation thus far. No rest for the righteous. Right then, let's head back to Ralga's Reach. Guess we'll want to know exactly what we've been up to. To the Ralga's Reach, to the Ralga's Reach. My man, Midgar Summer. I don't think it's so much a testament to how much I enjoy the Midgar Summer mount, which I do, admittedly. I just think it's a more a lack of a lack of mounts that I have at my disposal. I mean, not that I'm aware of. Quick Google search is still showing mutant in the name, unless it was really... Oh, okay, cool. I felt like I heard somewhere that it's like, nope, it's not, they're not they're not like mutant anymore. It's like, well, why not, man? Where in the bloody hell am I going? They don't even know. Stormblood. Do 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 do. Bang. DDP. Bang. Lozenge. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, now I could really go for a chicken Caesar salad. I'll probably just have to settle for a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios before bed, which, as we all know, eating before bed is the only appropriate time to eat. It's horrible for you, but...
Welcome back, Vance. I'm told you've been blazing a trail for us. The way I hear it, our investigation would have long since ground to a halt without you. I realize you're mostly interested in saving the world, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you helping the company out like this. Frankly, we need all the help we can get, what with our esteemed president diving headlong into the jaws of danger without a word of warning to anyone. Irresponsible doesn't begin to describe it.
What, man?
You didn't tell her?
I did, after a fashion. Though I may have exercised some executive discretion.
Hey, Crash, thank you very, very much for the 5 months, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a person that grew up on cereal, so it's an anytime late night snack, breakfast, lunch, like it's an anytime meal go-to.
I'm no stranger to your lone endeavors or your habit of confusing personnel and company interests. But just because you've always done things a certain way, it doesn't make it the right way. And until you wake up for your responsibilities, I'm going to keep reminding you of them. But such irksome matters aside...
Damn right, drying a cup, nibbling at it while gaming? Absolutely not. It's gotta have milk, period. End of story. No way, Jose. Milk. The only cereal I'll eat dry, and I know it definitely makes me sound old and senile, is, like, my favorite cereal are mini wheats. But, those are the only ones I would eat dry.
Aren't you just the most adorable little thing?
Just got wide-eyed. He's like,
He followed you here of his own free will, did he? Which means he's basically part of the family. And why wouldn't he grant us exclusive rights to his likeness? Shall we start off with a simple clockwork version? They'll be queuing up in the streets.
No, you can't be. What in the seven hells has gotten into you? Listen, if I've caused you any distress, I apologize. But I will not have you comment on our guest's marketability. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Dude, mini wheats do slap, Mermaid. Faux show. Where are Biggs and Wedge? Shouldn't they be back by now?
Oh, I thought you might have sent them off on another unauthorized mission. Last I heard from them, they said that they were scouring Omega Control for anything useful. Would have been a good while ago now, though.
I don't like the sound of this. Though we have all the necessary permissions, the area is technically a theater of war, and one littered with unknown Allegan artifacts to boot. Something may well have befallen them. We'd best take the Excelsior and go and find them.
Leaving again so soon? Nero, Vance, I want you two to accompany the chief. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash or take any detours. Consider it done. I shall bring him back, even if I have to drag him by the goggle straps.
Nero's just always got that awkward, like, smile. Want to come along, eh? It's probably for the best. If we leave you here, Jesse is liable to take a mold of you. Right, let's get moving. I'll bring the airship to Gridania. Wait for me at the landing. Very well. Never mind. Thanks, Phil. Oh, who goes there? Oh, that's right. Starting area means low level. Okay. The anomaly. Looks like we're all here. Let's make haste to the Contino Flats. Up, and away. Just let me take the Gundam again. Go on ahead to the control room, Vance. We'll follow you as soon as we've moored the Excelsior. Narrow. What a shady cat. Still love him, though. Oh, damn. We're giving him some aid. Seven hells! Biggs! Wedge! Are you alright? Answer me!
Chief, Vance. A monster appeared out of thin air.
Target exhibits vital signs. Mission failed. However, Alpha Group members exhibit heightened levels of stress. Objective fulfilled. Omega! You set that thing upon them? Affirmative. I am able to create simple life forms instantaneously at any temporal or spatial coordinate. Such beings may pose a negligible threat to you. However, they are more than sufficient to grievously wound or kill the majority of your kind. I could instigate a massacre at any time, and you would be powerless to prevent it. Do I detect a shift in policy? Quantity over quality? Negative. My objective remains unchanged. Evolution through formidable opposition. However, in the course of seeking suitable subjects, I observed an anomaly. Those whom you call heroes. History shows numerous instances of otherwise unremarkable individuals who have defeated vastly superior beings, who triumphed in the face of apparently impossible odds, who performed what are popularly termed miracles. This has occurred too frequently to be dismissed as a mere statistical aberration. I seek to understand this phenomenon. Should it prove to be of benefit, I will incorporate it into my own evolution. It is for this purpose that I brought you to my domain. So putting on a show with the yawn and planting Alpha in our midst was but part of your grand plan. By your victories, you have demonstrated the selfsame anomaly. You are fit to remain my subjects. You will continue participating in my experiment. Withdraw, and I will commence the extermination of your kind. This is an order, a threat.
A declaration of war. I am an enemy to all life upon this star.
Well, you just gotta go to another star then. Hoi! Twould seem we have much to ponder. But first things first, we must tend to our friends. Quickly, help me carry them. You give the big one to the runt chocobo and Nero? Good thinking. Good thinking.
Garland and Alpha took our 2 wounded to the Conjurers Guild. The chief bids me lend a hand, so I suppose I shall take myself there too. You, meanwhile, are to return to Ralga's Reach and report to Jesse.
I will not use a ticket. Thank you, but also no thank you.
Vance, I heard there was trouble. What in the 7 hells happened? What? Omega loosed a fiend on Biggs and Wedge? Toying with people's lives like it was all a game. This is madness. Sir, will they be all right?
The worst is past, but they still drift in and out of consciousness. They remain in the Conjurer's care for a time.
Then all we can do is wait and pray.
Bah! God strike me down for a fool. I should have been more mindful of the dangers. I should never have.
Should never have what? Activated Omega? You know as well as I do that there was no other way to defeat Shinryu.
But is this truly any better? All of mankind is being held at ransom. And as the one who activated Omega, I bear the responsibility.
The responsibility? Just the kind of thing the new you would say. You're deluding yourself, Garland. We are scientists, not heroes. Even you must concede your talents do not extend to combat. The old you understood this far better. He only looked forwards and gave himself wholly to science. And then you changed. You styled yourself a pacifist and started spouting tripe about the proper uses of technology. 'Twas in the wake of your old man's mishap at Bozja, I believe. Calm yourself. All I wish to say is embrace who you are. A man who devotes his mind to making the impossible possible.
Making the impossible possible. With little prospect of restoring the stasis system, I'm afraid we have no recourse but to continue participating in Omega's tests. Assuming Midgar Summer has a right of it, we face a legion of foes from history, both real and imagined. Though I may not be one who charges into the fray, I shall fight beside you as best I know how. That said, I will inevitably fall to you to administer the coup de grace, old friend, so please, for Biggs and Wedge, and all of us, don't lose.
I reckon the little scamp is trying to encourage us. We've fallen far indeed to earn its pity, said the former tribunus. Until such time as Omega next extends us an invitation, you will find me analyzing the data from our investigation. Good morrow to you.
Before they were attacked, Biggs and Wedge discovered a tombstone. I shall examine its contents and make the information available on the terminal over there as I extract it. Feel free to refer to it whenever the occasion arises. There's no telling when Omega will summon us, but we must all see that we are ready when it does. Fear not, old friend. We'll get through it together, somehow or another. Double up, Oh, so this is for Savage.
Good morrow, valued employee. Thank you, as always, for your tireless efforts. Tell me, are you getting enough rest? Are you sleeping and eating well?
Debatable.
Are your eyes not blurry from overuse?
Look, if there was like 4 things 4 things that pretty much just encompass me today, here we go.
Here at the Garland Ironworks, your well-being is our priority. To that end, we have introduced a program to address work-related stress. Dubbed the Savage Initiative, we must be savage on stress. It adds a touch of relaxation to the daily grind. For its maiden feature, we are pleased to bring you Mending Melodies, songs that soothe body and soul.
I want those nap pods like you saw at Google in the internship, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. I want nap pods at work. Are you kidding me? Although I would never get out of those.
This particular piece was composed and recorded for our benefit by a minstrel of no small renown. It has been proven to possess potential healing properties and promises to promote happiness as well as stimulate creativity. Please be forewarned, however, that prolonged exposure may overstimulate the imagination, leading to the augmentation of one's memory. It is recommended that you enjoy the song in moderation. With that, I bid you a fulfilling day of striving for freedom through technology.
And stumbling, fumbling, bumbling.
Vance, I'm glad you're here. In case you haven't heard, we've observed a huge surge of anomalous energy coming from the Yon. I have a nasty feeling this means Omega's ready to go ahead with the next stage of its experiment. But Master Garland is on his way, so let's hear what he has to say. Care to share your thoughts on this, Chief?
Our colleagues on the ground have reported the appearance of mysterious floating structures inside the Yon. If you recall, we were investigating a similar anomaly when Alpha and Altaroid made their appearance.
Omega certainly knows how to get our attention. I blush to recall the eagerness with which we plunged into the abyss, ignorant of the warped gladiatorial contest that awaited us within. But what a staggering collection of opponents, plucked from the pages of both history and fiction for their ability to pose a threat to Omega. And should you prevail against these interdimensional champions, what then shall be your prize? Why, a battle against the most devastating weapon this world has ever seen! How marvelous!
He says with eyes aflame. For once I wish you were being sarcastic. Anyway, the energy surge. Based on our previous experiment, it seems highly probable that it is our signal to rejoin the fray. Needless to say, it is an invitation we cannot refuse. Not when the alternative is Omega unleashing its creations on Eorzea. Well, Vance, are you ready to answer the call?
Well, I'm afraid Biggs and Wedge won't be answering any calls just yet. They're still mending from the ambush in the control center.
Yes, of course. We'll just have to struggle on without them for the time being. Don't worry, Nero and I will see to it that you receive all the support you need. Defeat is not an option.
I do believe Alpha here agrees. Oh, that reminds me. I've got something special for you, little fellow. Come with me.
I low-key hope that he gets an Ironworks outfit. White boots and all. He did! I mean, not really white boots, but yo! Go, Brain, go! Hell yeah, he looks fucking adorable, dude. I love it. A custom-made Ironworks uniform. Oh, you do look smart, I must say. Damn, that's a feels good moment. Doesn't happen very often, man. I gotta take a mental victory lap for guessing that one.
He is part of the expedition team, after all. And considering the dangers lurking in that rift, it's only right that we give him some protective equipment.
How very thoughtful of you, Jesse. And there I was thinking that you were just sizing him up for a new range of merchandise.
Unlike you, I can do two things at once.
Do some trolling. Yeah, what about my protective uniform as I stand here in fucking full plate mail?
You are a famous hero who can afford his own gear. I bet you could buy a house for the cost of what you're wearing. Joking aside, I doubt even a fine uniform like ours would last long with you. What with all the fighting you get up to? We'd need to tailor something specific to your needs and make it out of far more durable material. And by durable, I mean expensive. Saying that, if you were in a position to provide said materials, I'm sure our artisans would happily work night and day, all blissful smiles and sparkly eyes, to make you something suitable. Fascinating though this discussion of Ironworks garmenture undoubtedly is, might our time not be better spent, say, traveling to the Yawn? Omega awaits.
I said good day. Let's get yawning. Ah. Here we are, going to the underground. All the pink ooze. Yeah, all the pink ooze from Ghostbusters 2. Oh, is this a single? Oh, is this like what we did the first time around? So we'll have to just do it solo and then we'll be able to... How inviting. I'm ready when you are, Vance. Say the word and we'll take the plunge. I'm ready. Let's get plunging. Who wants to get plunged? Who feels like doing some plunging? Right then, into the Yawn we go. Excuse me. I am with you, mortals, along with what scant wisdom I can provide. Very well. What scant wisdom I can provide. Intergalactic planetary. Well, the rift seems much as it did before. And we appear to be mercifully solid. But I do detect some changes.
If I'm not mistaken, there are fewer eggs floating in the ether. Welcome, Alpha Group. Your prompt arrival is appreciated.
Omega. 'Twould seem your experiment continued in our absence.
Affirmative. Progress has been satisfactory. Approximately 50% of the test subjects have been eliminated. Each test world hosts an ongoing contest wherein the strong eliminate the weak. So wait, does Omega just run like a tournament of power? The process is certain, conclusive, inevitable. Every result matches the predicted outcome. Every result except yours. Do these images cause you stress? Please examine them closely. Without suitable stimulation, you may not exceed your calculated probability of success. Your survival is crucial to my study. Through you, I must continue to explore the contradiction I have discovered in your otherwise impotent kind. The ability to triumph against overwhelming odds is one which I must acquire.
Foolish machine, what hast thou to show for all the years that have passed since the culmination of our war? Naught save thy continued existence. Hast thou no thought for what befallen thy home star?
Your attempt to provoke me will not succeed. I will follow my programming. Fight, win, evolve. Then I will return to blip bloop. Error. Accurate rendering of planetary label impossible in current mode of communication. Terminating exchange and returning to priority experiment. Alterations to equipment parameters detected. Recalculating projected combat capabilities. Blip. Complete. I will now commence recording your practical performance. Proceed, Alpha Group. Overcome the obstacles in your path and reach the end of the course constructed for you. It seems we have our orders. Shall we cut a path through the chaff, then?
Ah, those are some nice cards. Which means... One moment. Card game... Play... Play! Do you mean to play a part in proceedings this time? Of course it's what you meant. Well, we do have authorization to fight in this area of the rift, so I suppose there's nothing to stop you from joining us. Welcome aboard, Alpha.
Shaking his tail feather. Bring the ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. I got you, little homie. I got you.
Being last is kind of rude, huh? Uh-oh, we're split up. Lance, Alpha, they're not here. We've arrived on different platforms. Come, Nero, we have to find them. Just going at it. They're just going Han Solo. They'll stroke their own Wookiee, no problem. You leave Alpha alone. Confarn it. What a bloody waste. Like legit. A serious waste. Just standing there. I'm ready. Right. Are we ready to... Yeah, apparently not. Wesker's glasses are coming off. Fortunately for you, I came prepared for the occasion. What a perfect opportunity to field test my latest creation. Oh, shit, man. Oh, dude, let's go. Bro, I'm all about it. Behold, the Mach... What is that? I don't remember that. Iron Arrow, complete with new and improved Mighty Mjolnir gunhammer. Step aside, Garland, and bear witness to the devastation. That's hype as hell, man. I'm all about it. Dog, that's hype as hell. Hell yeah. I don't know what you just think of this, but you know what I think what movie Youngblood might be okay? Maybe. Maybe another year or two, but I feel like he would boogie down on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like, I feel like he would love that. And I think it's PG. I mean, like him and I used to watch the Goonies all the time. Like, he was all about the Goonies. I feel like Goonies is PG. Yeah, Goonies is definitely PG. I feel like he would love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I just gotta I'm gonna have to PG, but PG-13 didn't exist back then. It's pretty, yeah. That's the same thing with, with the old Goon Squad. I just think he would like the adventure aspect of it. When did PG-13 become a thing? Dada Luna. Luma, not even Luna. Luma. It happened in 85? Huh. Red Dawn was the first PG-13 movie. Is it because of like Cold War references, like Russian, you know, spy stuff like that? Is that why? Because that was Red Dawn, right? Well, it seems to be the end of them. And of the path as well. Oh, Nero's gear, no, don't go away. Roger Rabbit was 88, so I guess PG-13 did exist. All right. I knew it was like mid to late 80s. Just one of those things that it's like if it came out in 86, I don't think and go like, oh yeah, it's the year I was born. No big deal. And as far as operational duration goes, that was pushing the limit. Still, it should suffice. In between scrambling to stay out of the way of Nero's new toy, found myself wondering about that card you used, Alpha. Care to explain? He boasteth that it is but one of many tools at his disposal. Be not deceived by his appearance. Like all of Omega's creations, Alpha was chosen for his prowess in battle. Oh, is that a Kefka mask? Sure friggin' is. Analysis complete. Results match revised projections. At this rate of improvement, you will fail to qualify as subjects of note. Midgar Somer, your parameters are notably inferior. Dost thou yet believe me the mighty worm I was in life? That incarnation perished long ago. My fate was sealed the moment I delivered my spawn unto this far-flung star. That they might be suffered to remain, I did offer up my life unto Hydaelyn, abiding thenceforth in spectral form, a servant to be summoned in her hour of need. Your account correlates with my records. It explains why I arrived on this planet only to find that my journey's purpose was lost. Of necessity, my priority shifted to repairs even as I searched for a new target of sufficient strength. Yet I still do not understand why you aid these creatures. I should think the reason plain, but mayhap 'tis not so for a soulless machine such as thee. By thee and thine was my homeland waste. The sound of thee, thy very scent, visiteth upon me a tempest of rage. I but lend these mortals what little aid I can render. Illogical. If your purpose is to facilitate my destruction, it would require an entity more powerful than you were at your prime. Without the means to muster such might, your presence here is meaningless. Pigmaster, what's up? Yeah, Omega's been good so far, man. The experiment continues. Alpha Group, your next opponent awaits you within the Sigmascape. Enter and commence the contest. Roger that, rubber ducky. That should do it. Our new base of operations is up and running. Now, what I'd really like to do is delve a little deeper into Omega's past. But as our dragon seems disinclined to indulge my curiosity, we had best focus on the task at hand. Let's get on with conquering the occupants of this Sigmascape, shall we? Certainly. City's ready to discuss your foray into the Sigmascape. Very well. Before you cross the threshold, we should take a moment to discuss where we stand. That is the test world you need to conquer, the Sigmascape.
Is that a mask or a face? The castle was certainly a surprise, but this is verging on disturbing.
And we currently have no idea what it might signify. My first instinct is to dive straight into our analysis. The problem being that without a reference point from within the Sigmascape to start from, we'll have no way of knowing if we're even analyzing the correct data. Which means you'll just have to go in blind. Hardly the best way to enter into a fight, but needs must and all that. Are you up for the challenge?
Alpha's one of the best characters of all time. Dude, he's adorable as hell.
Can I ask you to join him, Alpha? We seem to be fine out here, but Vance will need your authorization if he's to do battle inside the test world.
Can you get a wind-up, Alpha? Keep your wits about you, Savior. Your next opponent could be almost anything. Still one of those things that I feel like Nero knows more. You sure can? Dog, gimme. I need it. Hell yeah, X-Death. Oh no. What is this? Is that a part? Do I need that? Can I junk that? Remarkable crystalline fragment within which can be seen images from another world. Toss can do. Thank you kindly. Well, then do all the raids? Well, now that you're bossing me around, Pigmaster, maybe I just won't. And I'll just go without the wind-up. Couldn't do that. Alpha appears eager to proceed. You may enter Sigmascape version 1.0 whenever you're ready. Okay, then be like that. Psh, dog, that's just how I was... That's how I was designed, man. Straight out of the womb. Defiant. I told you guys, the things that I excel at in life, not only do I disappoint friends, but family as well, and eating. I'm really good at that, too. Time to fight the next mystery boss. Who do you think it'll be? I don't know. I mean, I feel like the end boss is going to be Kefka, which would be pretty sweet. Dragon Song. Si, senor. I just thought we were chilling. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, we can take a breather. It's good for me. Yeah, because I forgot too, clearly, that we were just in the old... Excuse me, single solo instance. The Archeon. Oh, yeah, do some fate action. Up and away, as they say. Can you legit send... Oh, look at that. All right. Can you send people, like, legit messages via the Moogle? Or is that literally just to, like, send items and stuff if you wanted to? You can? All right. Right on.
Just pick, you know, random name. Oh, here we go. Is this the old Doom train? We're gonna be able to suplex this motherfucker or what? Just a random train. It is what it is. Yo, it is, man. Let's rock. I'm all about it. The music and everything. Anyone know how to suplex? Hell yeah, dude. I had cousins that I wrestled with when I was younger. I don't know if I can Brock Lesnar, like, suplex City, but I can suplex Skull. Monk, yeah. I guess I could have backflipped and chose not to. Oh shit, am I supposed to not get seen? I don't know, I've never done this. This is very exciting now. Locomotive is a great tune by Guns N' Roses. Slept on. Damn, this train is hella loud, though. Do I have to, like, pull this away from the group? Am I doing it right? Ah! Get the fuck away from me, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! What do I do? I don't know what to do, man. Oh, we're entering a passenger car. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. You better back off, Choo-Choo. Just follow the group. I didn't know what the I didn't know what that Chaos Emerald meant for me. Oh snap. Suffered a lot of damage now, didn't it? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I thought it was... I don't know. Kill the ad in the room. I'm dead. clearly. Whoops! Well. I didn't know. This train is a rascal. Shit, bro, I thought it was me again. I was like, oh no! I thought we had it. That was real darn close, that's for sure. Oh, shit, man. I guess I'm in the passenger car now. Again. Is that it? Did we make it? I think we did. Oh, somebody opened all the shit now! Get me out, get me out, get me out. Get me out of this wretched cutscene now. All right. Did Saban suplex the train? He did not, but I most certainly died. Being somewhere I didn't know where I was. Traveler from afar, thank you for the dome of Fodoma. For the Doma? No, thank you for the Doma. Creepy. Unwise, what's good, bud? Fond memories of these. Sigmascape was the first time I was at Endgame when the normal raids released. Yeah, dude, like never done it. That was exciting, though. Someone's got to tank that floor. Glad that they have you. Oh, yeah. I was literally the one doing gravity a favor. Thank the gods you're fast on your feet. When I first saw you'd be facing a train of all things, I assumed I was hallucinating. But with that oddness behind us, we can be fully certain that we have the right set of data for the Sigmascape. And from what we've been able to determine, this is a recreation of a devastated world. Unfortunately, we have not found any clues as to its origin. We came across several familiar items, Doma included, but the arc of history is inconsistent with our own. Given that Omega draws from realms which could be fictional or even other dimensional, we can only guess at the source which the Sigmascape is based. But if it was fictional, it seems safe to assume that the author had a bad experience with a train. All right. I won't lie, man. Going into Boston, riding on the train is a good time. I dig it just because I hate driving in Boston. It's awful. I expect you're still recovering from your last fight, but we should probably go over the details of your next opponent all the same. According to our research, you'll be pitted against a foe known as Chadanook. Not a train this time, but some manner of animated painting. To be perfectly clear, the name refers more to the evil spirits that's taken up residence within the picture. But the picture part will be key to our strategy. To that end, Nero has thrown together a little something I thought might be useful. A boombox? That is clearly a Stein. So it's a waterproof, like, JBL boombox, and we have...
Or that could be like a mocha pot. Thrown together, he says. Do you know how difficult it was to translate your abstract fancy into an actual tool with practical applications? What you demand was nothing less than a miracle, and a miracle I have delivered.
I seem to recall you insisting on constructing it yourself. Still, credit where credit's due. Well done.
History will appreciate my genius. High five, broski. Ahem. To you I present the fruits of my labor, the chocobo brush. I won't confuse you by trying to explain how it works, but suffice it to say that I have adapted the tool to combat the peculiar nature of your rival. Put simply, you will be able to directly influence the space around you by painting pictures.
I don't like the sound of this.
Naturally, this process will require paint. As for the color, subject, and efficiency of your masterpieces, well, that shall depend entirely upon your own artistic sense.
Speaking of color, it just randomly popped into my that I had read earlier that red, what is it, red 3? Is it red number 3 or is it red number 5 that got banned? Here in the good old US of A. They just banned it today. Can't have it in foods, can't have it in colorings and stuff. I was like, no shit. For medication and anything edible. No, we've only been consuming it for fucking years and years and years, so, you know.
Now back to you, Garland. Do you notice the absence of a steaming cup in my hand? If you truly valued the efforts of your colleagues, you might consider filling the bloody kettle from time to time. Or is that another task his lordship the chief can't accomplish without the help of his subordinates?
Now listen here, Nero. I apologize for the damn kettle, but this has nothing to do with my upbringing.
Oh, squabble this, squabble that.
Let's make some tea. Some hot water. Give me some tea, damn it. You know, he's just like, dude, what are we doing?
He's like, you guys are gonna sit here and bicker over the goddamn hot water? Like, let's go.
Alpha appears to be keen to begin the next encounter. You may enter Sigmascape 2.0 whenever you're ready. I'm ready.
They just need to kiss. They just need to, like, prom-pose.
They gotta figure out who's pitching, who's catching, so prom-pose will obviously settle that one. The odd couple of Final Fantasy? Definitely. Oh!
No, I didn't see this report earlier. Hang on.
Robin Glazer is no longer with the Patriots organization. What? Dude, I didn't hear that. And I was listening to the radio earlier. Satire site made a list of which Final Fantasy Sids would make the best stepdads, and 14 Sid was the fourth because he would be great, but eventually leave your mom for Nero. Oh, that's a good one, though. Like, I feel like 14 Sid would absolutely crush anything that he ended up boinking. And same thing with Sid Highwind, like Sid from Final Fantasy VII. So I feel like Sid's another one that would be at like a Western kind of bar, not even like a Texas Roadhouse, like having beers, and like then he would like hop in and do line dances with like the waiters and waitresses and stuff, all with the cigarette just still hanging out of his mouth. Damn, dog, I had no idea about that. Now it's at 7 o'clock. Oh, that's kind of exciting. Sorry, poor stream etiquette, but I have to. Damn, that's good news for us, I feel. It's good news. Okay. Now we just got to dump Elliot Wolf, Matt Groh, anybody else that was in there. Get rid of them. I mean, we're going to have to keep Elliot Wolf for the draft, obviously, because him and his team have been scouting for the upcoming draft, clearly. But, I mean, if they wanted to just freaking cut bait, you know, like the second the draft ends, I'd be good with that, too. Oh, gosh. Now I'm going to have to do my best Bob Ross impersonation. I have no hair and no artistic ability whatsoever. And for the people that say, like, well, if you can play an instrument, that's art. Thank you. So I guess I have a little bit of artistic ability. Play me some drums, and that's about it. Is it Xenogears? Ah, what a splendid atelier. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Look around you, hero. Plenty of things. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit, what the hell? What do I do, man? It's been a long time since I've done this. I've never done it. What do I do? Did I do it right? Oh. I have to follow the collective again. In the hopes that I don't screw it up. Wait a minute, what? How is that person just on a mount? Wait, why am I in an airplane? Oh no, what do I do? Why am I in an airplane? I'm gonna screw something up. Dude, I'm really sorry to the group because I don't know what I'm doing. Get me out of this goddamn thing. What do I do? I'm sorry. I don't know. Probably touched a painting or something. Somebody get me out of this. God, how do I get out of this? This is seriously fucking... Oh, shit. That was stupid, huh? I had no idea. I literally just had to press down on the mount button. Imagine. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Maybe I should... Yeah, pretty much unwise. Just thought I have to be stuck in the... Oh, shit. What do I do? Get me off the damn... I don't want to be on that. Unless I wanted to be, I have no idea. Got that, and then... Oh, okay, so I see now. Sorry. Holy mackerel. Well, that was something. I mean, it was fun once I think I picked up what was going on with the strategy. At first, I was like, When I got stuck in that stupid little airplane, I was like, get me the hell out of here. Yeah, okay, so clearly I was a fucking moron, and I was like, how do I get out of this miniature airplane? Like, I just couldn't get off of it. I was like, I'm just gonna keep circling around, because what could possibly go wrong? Like, I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. It wasn't until, like, I don't know, out of the corner of my eye, I saw it. It was just like, oh, it's like I can just, like, legit get out of this thing whenever I want. I could literally get out of this, like, this little kid, like, quarter, like, coin-operated ride outside of a grocery store. I could have gotten out of that whenever I wanted, but instead, I was just fucking doing donuts. Holy hell. Oh, that was good. Whew. All right, well, I guess I know for for next time. Woo! All right. I thought it was a mechanic, and I was just like, I'm just gonna ride around in this miniature airplane. And welcome back, Vance. I was on the edge of my stool watching you attempt to paint whilst fighting, but you soon seemed to get the hang of it. I'm glad our makeshift solution worked out as intended. How a makeshift solution worked as intended? Because I made it work. Painting is easy as is intending. Wait, what? Painting is easy as is intending. I feel I should remind you, however, that the brush was very specifically designed with that arena and that foe in mind. Against aught else, it will avail you precisely as well as any other brush. One moment. Aye, this is Garland. That's great news. What? Oh, did they? They did. Understood. We'll meet them out there. That was Jesse. Apparently Biggs and Wedge considered themselves well enough to pay us a visit. They're on their way to the yawn. Fancy a brief jaunt to the surface? No, thank you. I have data to analyze. Fine. Just the three of us then? You can't trust Nero. No way, dude. You can't trust him down here, Han Solo. No chance, Lance. Can't do it. It's a bad idea. It's a real bad idea. Hell yeah, Noir. Let's boogie down, bed bud. Chief, Vance, and Alpha 2. We didn't mean to drag you all away from your work. Nonsense. After all you've been through, how could we not come running? Speaking of which, should you even be walking? Yeah, the Chirugan will probably want to have words with us later, but we couldn't just lie back and let you brave the rift on your own. Do you even have enough hands for that much work? Who's taking care of all the little jobs? Ah, yes, the little jobs. It does seem that you two have spoiled me. I only recently learned that the kettle does not in fact fill itself. But we're muddling along somehow. Vance has been a pillar of strength as always. Alpha has proven to be a stalwart companion, and Nero just does Nero shit. As for the test subjects themselves, they're certainly formidable, but Omega's experiment hasn't broken us yet. So go home, heal, and don't come back until you've fully recovered. It's good to hear that everything's going well, but you call us the moment anything goes wrong. We'll be out here in a wink, even if we have to crawl. Listen to me, Alpha. That uniform you're wearing makes you an official employee of Garland Ironworks. That means you can call on us whenever you're in trouble and that we can call on you. It means you're not alone. Biggs and I have to go away for a while, so I want you to look out for Vance and the Chief for us, all right? Damn, they're adorable. Oh, before I forget, we brought you something to put a spring in your step. You can't fight Omega's creations on field rations alone. Free food? I'm down with free food. Strength potion? Sure, I'll take it. I want to be strong. I know it's real simple, but like the beginning of this baseline goes so hard. Chung chung. Chung chung.
Now, what have we? This next one seems strong, but exhibits no other notable traits. How dull. The true challenge is this fourth opponent, but if I can find the patterns hidden in the chaos, then knowledge and reason will prevail. For even the most random actions are products of an underlying logic. One has but to isolate the behavioral triggers.
That's why I can't trust.
Blah! Tastes like salt water. Why would... I need to take a closer look at that card. Oh, was it that thing that did it? Alpha Group shows signs of recovering from recent trauma, initiating action to maintain desirable stress levels.
Oh. Leaving Arrow alone was a fee level misplay. Omega already jumped us once. Yeah, like, what is wrong with us trusting the robot? Oh.
Alpha and the Chief have already gone back in, so don't let us keep you. Our colleague over there should be glad to help you make the descent as soon as you're ready. This dreadful experiment may have a way to go yet, but if you keep taking it one battle at a time, you'll be fighting Omega before you... I mean, it'll all be over before you know it.
Bro, like, I get it, man. Give people second chances, right? You know? Not Nero, bro. Not only Nero MSQ, do you, like, remember Nero Crystal Tower? Like, I mean, he was still one of the goats saving the day, but... Still, yeah, I don't trust Nero. I love Nero. I think he's a great character. I don't trust him. Was suffering in 100 Alliance raid. Oh, damn, no. Noir. Is it the new? Hey, Sensei Theo, thank you so very much for the raid, man. Welcome to Brutopia. Thank you for trusting your community here with us. It's a pleasure to have you guys, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry, I just friggin' lozenged up, but welcome in, everybody. If this is our first time meet, my name's Neomatter. We usually just play a variety of JRPGs here. Old, new, doesn't really matter. However, right now we're working through the Omega Raid series. I am technically in Endwalker for night 2. I think this is night 2. Excuse me. Again, lozenged up. But Phil has told me that the Omega series plays into some Endwalker. So, doing this for the first time, which feels pretty good. But yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Happy time zones. Saw you doing some Endwalker. Figured to take a visit to somebody. Well, I appreciate it very, very much, dude. When what were you boogieing down on tonight? I was trying to come up with a clever raid message, but not knowing you yet, I thought you would have seemed a bit trolly. So wait, hang on. Let me read that again. Trying to come up with a clever raid message, but not knowing you yet, I thought it would have seemed a bit trolly. Nah, dude, I don't. Oh, so you were playing 14 as well. All right, cool. What were you doing? Nah, man, hey. Everybody has their own thing, you know what I mean? Like raid messages, I never I never perceived them as like trolly, you know? I was gonna say, what's a Neomatter with you? Dude, I would have I would have enjoyed it. I'm like, right on. That's a first impression I could get down on. Yeah, man. Fuck, man. Next time, grip it and rip it, dude. Do it to it.
Back are you? We should return to the task at hand.
Everything all right, Nero? You look a bit green around the gills.
Oh, yeah, he does. The kettle was full of salt water. Not the best stuff to brew coffee with, it turns out.
Really? Well, it wasn't my doing.
Of course not. That would involve you filling it. The water came from Alpha, created by one of those cards of his. It was very thoughtful of him to make the effort, but next time I'd prefer a beverage that didn't leave me feeling ill. In any case, you can handle support for this third battle on your own. I want to begin preparations for the fourth.
Fair enough. Right, Vance, your next foe is known simply as the Guardian. Unlike that ordeal with Charternook, this battle promises to be relatively straightforward. Courage and steel should be enough to win you the day.
Doing some variant dungeons, trying to farm a formal-looking glam for a player-hosted event coming up in about a week.
Oh, is it a wedding?
So you trying to get your formal garb on to go to an in-game wedding? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so, and again, for raiders, members of your community, for me personally, I enjoy voicing characters when given the opportunity. Now, clearly, there are professional voice actors in this, and I do my best to emulate, but, you know, clearly a lot of the older RPGs back in the day weren't voiced, so, it just makes it a more fun experience for me to do it, so. Thing being hosted called Proth Market. Do I try? I'm just bad at it. Nah, man, don't ever put yourself down. Even though I do the same thing, so I'm definitely a hypocrite. But, nah, dude, just keep doing it. Have fun with it. It's one of those things in streaming or content creation as a whole. It's one of these, like, mental hurdles that, like, and I'll only speak for myself. It's one of these, like you play fucking mental gymnastics with yourself, and once you get comfortable knowing that not everybody, like, it's obviously a very negative connotation around it, but once you get comfortable knowing that not everybody will dig what you do, dig your game, like, whatever, that's friggin' half the battle, man. Like, it's just, it like, that's how it is, man. You know, and so, yeah, dude, like, just have fun. If you do the voices, do the voices. Good, bad, otherwise, like, you're having fun with it, freaking do it to it. I ended up doing a character recently, sounded like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. I'm unfamiliar, I'm sorry. All right, sorry, we're going V3. Me and Ricky, the greatest hero pawn. In Noir. Oh, good. I forgot that Noir was with us. Hell yeah. It makes for fun times, for sure. That insta-pop. XP bonus. Feels good. All right, so now what's this one? Oh, shit. All right. Dude, this literally looks like... I mean, it kind of looks like what Billy turns into in Xenogears. It's a stretch. It looks like a gun to me. My favorite job, Dragoon. For me, it goes Dragoon, Dark Knight, and then I had some good time with Reaper and Stormblood. Reaper was a lot of fun, very flashy, but Dragoon for sure. Dragoon, my love. How about yours? Get right out of the way of that thing, golly.
Santa Claus shit. Good lord. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, dearie me. Make like butt cheeks and spread. Oh, dear. Ah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I gotta buckle down on the focus face. Oh wow! I almost just ran into that missile. That would not have been swell. that would have sucked. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Gee whiz, Christopher Robin. Not swell. Oh shoot, now I'm stunned? Well, that's not good either. Does everybody get a bubble? Is that what we do? Good lord, man. I'm so confused. It's that new raid smell. Just in the nick of time. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, I think I'm gonna sneeze too. Horrible timing for this. Ah! What is happening? Oh no. Oh no. Please no. Holy smokes, dude, go away. Well, that's not good. Usually when there's a glowy doom aura around me, that's not good. Kill it until it dies. Kill it until it dies. Kill it until it dies. Hell yeah, dude. Yo, I'm sorry, Sensei. Dude called in a tag team partner without a tag. I know, it was illegal. It can't be. It's not legit. Hey, Sensei Theo, thank you very much for the follow as well, bud. Welcome to Britopia. Official Dishel. Number one nemesis, the little airplane. Dude. Look, if nothing else, I got a freaking belly laugh out of that one, because that was great. Dude, they popped the whole thing again? Mother of God, get me out of here. Yeah, I didn't see it because it was over here and, you know, stupid airplane. Like, how do I get out of this thing, man? Congratulations, old friend. Judging by the lack of smoking holes, I'd say you have a natural talent for avoiding laser beams. And this is what passes for a straightforward battle in here. Phantom trains, possessed pictures, and now this Magitech-like machine, assuming it was real. The realm the Sigmascape is based on must have been highly advanced in both the arcane and the mechanical arts. 'Tis truly a pity we cannot identify the test world's origin. Imagine how much we might have learned from such a civilization had we encountered it under different circumstances. But now is not the time for such idle thoughts. The next battle will be the last for this world, and Nero should have a strategy to share with us by now. First job was a black mage. That was my first, legit, when 1.0 came out, and then did a Realm Reborn. When the would not stop messing with it though, I tried a bunch of others. Settled for Ninja and Samurai. I settled for Dancer for a bit, but my favorite now is my first level 100 Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker's a badass looking class. Disappointed in the Dragoon though? No backflips? Bro, I did a backflip. Were you not paying attention? Look, stand up in front of the class and share. I did a backflip. I don't know if it was timed well, but I did a backflip, confarn it. I fucking backflipped, all right? I did it. If I tried that in real life, dude, you can bet your sweet bippy I'm blowing both Achilles and breaking legs. My own. I do wish, like, so because I usually opt to have Midgar Somer as our minion coming around with us. But like back in Final Fantasy XI, if you were a Dragoon, you could hatch a wyvern egg, or like a, you know what I mean, like, and it would fly around with you. Because I didn't backflip into the missile, I get it. That's respectable. You're right. You're right. That is it. The final battle to conquer the Sigmascape. We've put together a profile of your next opponent. You've encountered some fantastical foes in here, but this time you'll have the novel experience of fighting an actual person. His name is Kefka, and he's a jester. That's amazing. According to the data, his preferred mode of fooling didn't just bring the house down, but the whole world. Apparently he found comedy in the tragedies of others and condemned countless thousands to death for his own amusement. That a gesture should bring such misery. 'Tis almost amusing. Nevertheless, we must treat this villain with all seriousness. His rise to godhood and subsequent rule over a shattered world is clearly documented in the records. Kefka is a formidable mage and a cunning one besides. Your tactics must account for both his power and his trickery. You've been working on a solution, yes? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Have you ever known me to do anything by halves? The jester's face paint is a mask for his intent. If you only watch the surface, you'll be fighting at a disadvantage. To put it bluntly, Kefka will seek to deceive you. Even as you predict his actions and just your position, his true attack will reveal the feint for what it was. This is where things become interesting.
I have tuned this monitor to allow me to observe the Sigmascape with greatly enhanced clarity. If I observe a discrepancy between Kefka's behavior and the impending attack, I will endeavor to warn you. The timing will be critical, of course. How confident are you of this strategy? I predict a 50% chance of success. Any delay, however slight, in reacting to his feints will render my warnings all but pointless. Isn't it exciting? There's no safe way to predict this. Hero, we must test our tactics on the battlefield. I'm ready. Kefka and all the bosses in Sigmascape are from 6 if I hadn't realized. It's really nice. How am I like an Endwalker though? Have you gone into it or trying to complete this raid series first? So I did all of Estinian's route to start, and then I had been working on Kryle's route. But so far it's been great. Like the lore dump that we got last night, with about the dragons, about begins with a V. I can't. New character, new dragon. It escapes me, but it was awesome, dude. Super friggin' good. Vitra, thank you, Noir. I'm afraid he's right. I'll lend you all the support I can from the side. Make what preparations you need and head into the Sigmascape. We can't let this jester have the last laugh. I see what he did there. Embrace your destruction. It is the fate of all things. But people can always rebuild and new lives will always be born. A fragmented conversation that accompanied Kefka's data. His was the first line, but there was no mention of who uttered the reply. Perhaps. I admire the idea of upsetting the status quo. Go on, champion. I tire of waiting for the fun to begin. Omega, like, so, okay, so then maybe Alpha gave it the old switcheroo in the kettle to make him sick on purpose, because Alpha is like, I don't know who this Nero fella is, but I do not believe that he can be trusted. To which I would say, Alpha, you are correct. You're right. You can't. Can't trust that son of a bitch. Some chicken fettuccine. 11 minutes. It's always these 4 fights. Oh, really? Like, those last 2 were Instapops, and that was great. So, Sensei, are you current? Like, current all the way through, like, Dawn Trail? Excuse me, then. And if so, my follow-up is, how did you, going through Dawn Trail? Okay, cool. How have you enjoyed Dawn Trail? Felt like we were close. 5 minutes, we'll take it. To me, it's my favorite expansion so far, and I base that off of how fun it feels. See, that's good. I've always been very adamant that obviously the playthrough of any video game or any kind of like movies, music, how it hits personally, you know what I mean? Like, you can have like objectively like bad experience, like say there's a bug, there's a glitch, there's something, there's this, there's that, and it's just like, well, this is just friggin' ruining the game.
But yeah, like I've always been a person that, even if it's not like, I don't know, I guess like the best game, I can't think of like the simplest way to articulate it, but how it feels to me, like emotionally, you know? I love me some emotional devastation. Being made to cry via experience, game, characters, etc. Like, bro, it's me. I'm all about it. Feels good. It's a damn good feeling. You know what I mean? Story Shadowbring's Endwalker was amazing. Storytelling was complex and engaging, but the fun factor was not as high as I felt with Dawn Trail. Well, right on. Well, I'm glad that you're getting your fun fix now in Dawn Trail. So far, it's still like Heaven's Ward and Shadowbringers are definitely 1 and 1A for me. I will probably always lean more Heaven's Ward because I love Heaven's Ward. Goddamn. Does he at least get a voice? No. Square Enix, you disappoint me. All the friggin' dough you got, like, come on. This was like the perfect opportunity to voice somebody too. That doesn't count. That's just a soundbite that they ripped from 6. Give me legitimate voice. Oh yeah, and Theo, I'm the same way. I was just saying more so that like I feel as though games can be objectively bad in the sense that if there's like a game-breaking bug or something like that. Outside of that, I feel like everything is a subjective experience. Everything all boils down to personal taste, personal experience. You know, it's like, it's more so now because I'm a father myself. My son is, he's going to be 6 in March. That, you know, when there's a familial element involved in the story, man, it hits like a truck for me. Instantly catapults it into a, you know, like an upper tier of, goddamn, is this good? Oh, maybe I should stay in there. Okay, yes, I'm glad I did. Wowzers. Okay. Oh, no, I guess I should have stood in there. I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to shut up and focus face now. Sorry. God damn, dude. Skadoosh. Oh, dang. That music drop, though, real goddamn good. Gee Willikers. Just runs like an absolute mad lad, too. I have an itchy nose, and it's a bad time. Bro, that was dicey. Andrew Dicey Clay. No! I'm sorry. God damn it. At least it wasn't the airplane this time, huh? Was that the beginning of, what is it? Not Jungle Love. Man, maybe it is. I don't remember. Eddie Money. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hell yes! Feels good. Damn, but I got, like, I don't know if it's... maybe I just ran too close to the edge, or maybe I ended up getting booped off just because I was too close to the edge. The Dragoon's mortal enemy, the edge of a map. Yeah, I know, right? We should have that Istinian kind of high jump, though. I mean, it's not fair. I mean, I guess it is fair. But if we're the Azure Dragoon also, you know, feel like what's fair is fair. If you do Savage, you get to fight God. Oh, really? Hmm. Oh, shit, man. A 6, that's it? No way I got it. Wow, all right, I'll take it. Cake tier Kefka. Hmm. Double cheeked up on a Sunday morning, Kefka. That's it, isn't it? He's won. You rolled a 5? Wow, I'm shocked. I thought for sure I was like a 6. Well, somebody else is clearly getting this. That's it, isn't it? He's won. The contest has been decided. Alpha Group is victorious. The Sigmascape test world will now be erased. Come on, we should go and find Vance. Man down. Nero? He's a little blue around the gills, huh? Talk to me, man. Are you hurt? You could say that. I had a visitor while you were attending your little Ironworks reunion. Omega. Damn it! We should have never left you alone, not after what happened to Biggs and Wedge. As if I would trail along behind you, like some sniveling lapdog.
No, I chose to remain and behold the results. This was my victory. It was my ingenuity that defeated these foes. Even your precious warrior of light was just another variable in my grand experiments.
All right, Nero, save your strength. I'll fetch Vance and Alpha, and then we can get out of here.
Garland. The next round is yours. But you can't keep holding back. It's time to unfetter that brilliant mind of yours, to do what must be done. And I'm not just talking about what becomes of Omega. You cannot preach freedom through technology and keep yourself locked up in chains.
Damn. That line went super hard. It's because the AoE marker overlapped the edge of the area. The arena itself ended, but the marker... okay. Yeah, he is definitely purple nurple for sure. What's up, big dog? Another battle won. I might knoweth no bounds, child of man.
The Sigmascape has been terminated. Congratulations, Alpha Group. Congratulations, Vance Calum. Consistent with previous performances, you have once more defeated a foe of vastly superior combat capabilities. I have constructed a theory to explain this phenomenon. In order to conserve life energy, you subconsciously limit your output during standard activity. I have taken this factor into account when calculating your potential, but judging by the wild fluctuation in values, it is possible your limits are exceeded by an unpredictably high degree when engaged in battle. Current data unreliable. Accuracy of further experiments may be compromised. Recalculations necessary. You will exhibit your full potential unrestricted by self-imposed limits. Prediction. Placing subject in mortal peril will facilitate the collection of desired data.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Isn't that what they used to trap Omega in a realm like
A Realm Reborn?
Reveal your power. Let me measure the extent of your existence. In precisely 180 seconds, I will terminate your life. You are to attempt escape with every last reserve of strength you possess.
Use to trap your... Oh, okay.
No, the Omega voice doesn't get... It just... some nights I get... I don't know, TMI. I just get overly phlegmy some nights. Alpha, your participation is unnecessary. Do not interfere.
It's the winter up here in New Hampshire. It's dry. You know. Curious. 'Twould seem the circumstances of thy birth taint not the purity of thy life. The seed which all mortals nurture is found within thee too, Alpha. As for thee, Omega, after the passing of eons, is this truly the extent of thine evolution? I have glimpsed the core of thy wretched existence, and judge that my guidance here is no longer needed.
You'll still be with us in spirit for sure.
Yo! Let's go, dude. Even I cannot fully bend the rules which govern this place. I have reached beyond my strength at the last. But so be it. Such a death becometh thee not. To slumber shall I betake me for a time. The incarnation I leave with thee will be mine in form, but not in spirit.
Midgar Summer, again, your actions are incomprehensible.
Heed me, empty vessel. Thine all too clumsy ever to draw out that which by thine own admission defieth thine understanding is the very height of folly. Temper thy desire, trust to the results of thine experiments, and when thou hast witnessed these mortals in the fullness of their glory, then mayest thou determine if the prize thou seekest is thine for thy taking.
Acknowledged. Attempt to artificially elicit potential has failed. Tend to your injuries, Alpha Group, and prepare for the next round of testing. And this is why he stopped showing up in MSQ. No shit. Oh yeah, you're Philly? Fly Eagles fly? You old Philly special?
Vance, Alpha, I need your help. It's Nero. He's... Twould seem we all have a tale to share, but not here. Come on, we're leaving.
I'm not a foosball guy, though. Hockey, Flyers. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm a Bruins guy. You go play foosball with your foosball friends. But yeah, it's been like super duper cold, super duper dry, super duper windy. The Bears. Sir, the chief has already departed for Rauga's Reach. A few of our men were on hand to help him transport Nero. Oh, and I was to tell you that Jessie expects a full report as soon as it's convenient. And by that, she generally means now. Trails, what's good, my guy? Everything's the devil to you, mama! She's like, what the fuck, man? Old Kathy Bates. Oh. Well, okay. I like football. Then I like school because they make me feel good. Shenanigans in Narrow and Alpha, really, really good. Very, very good thus far, man. How are you doing? Vance, I was told you'd made it out of the hole, but nothing beats seeing you with my own two eyes. In case you're wondering, Nero was taken straight to the infirmary. The chief should be back soon with news if you don't mind waiting.
Oh yeah, the phrasing is...
That's what she said.
Literally.
Chief, how is he?
Not good. It seems one of Omega's nastier minions paid him a visit in our absence. He's putting on a brave face, but having seen his injuries, I'm surprised he kept going for as long as he did. The Chirurgeons confined him to bed. Even should Omega extend its next invitation, Nero won't be coming with us. Midgar Summer's taking a lengthy nap now, isn't he? And it won't be long before our base camp is lost to the rift again.
When the time comes, I'll join the expedition myself. The challenges will only get harder, and you'll need someone reliable at your back.
I appreciate the offer, Jesse, and I may yet take you up on it when the time comes. But let's not make any decisions just yet. I have a lot of thinking to do about what's happened and what lies ahead.
Quit.
Good to hear, man. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. We didn't do karate tonight. We ended up watching Kung Fu Panda 3 instead, which, you know, obviously is a suitable, excuse me, alternative to actually going to karate. You know, but we had a good one.
The poor thing, he seems worried.
Yeah, my little boy does karate. Loves it. But tonight everybody was tired, so like, you want to just stay home and do like family movie night? And he was just like, yes. Well, that got a smile out of him. We may not understand what he says, but I think we can understand how he feels. Right. As much as I'd like to stay and chat, we all have work to do. Sooner or later, we're going to have to face Omega itself, and we've all seen what it's capable of. We need to be stronger. We need to be ready when Omega calls on us again. Let's make sure that we are.
What system? A dojo in the city that we live in?
That is the current system that my guy does. He is a yellow striper, so it's a white belt with a yellow stripe through it. Hang on, sorry. Let me do this first. Just because I'm gonna get it all booted up.
Good evening, valued employee. Thank you always for your tireless efforts. As part of the Savage Initiative, we bring you Phase 2 of our Mending Melodies selection, a composition designed to rejuvenate both body and spirit. The song brings to mind a gentle sea, the ebb and flow of the tide, a rhythmic balm upon the exhaustion of your soul. As with our first installment, we sought the cooperation of the same illustrious minstrel. For this piece, it seems he has drawn inspiration from his recent visits to the Far East. Now close your eyes and float upon a calm ocean of music. Let your worries be carried away by the waves as they swell and recede. Swell and recede. Clear your mind and allow new vistas to unfold. Hear, feel, and ponder their mysteries.
Way down, deeper and deeper. I studied many different arts, little Aikido, Kenjutsu, some small stuff in small circle jujitsu, but my main art is American Kempo karate. I think that that's what he does. Many schools use a yellow belt. Yeah, so his is a white belt with a yellow stripe through it that goes all the way through it, and then he'll test for his yellow belt. I'm going to be a master of the Hokuo Shinken style. Dude, I just want him to, like, he loves it. It's like the one thing that he is consistently stuck with. So it's like, yeah, man, let's keep doing it.
Good timing, Vance. There's been another anomaly detected at the Yon. Assuming previous instances are anything to go by, this energy fluctuation is another of Omega's so-called invitations. If you don't mind waiting a moment or two, then we can discuss things with Master Garland. He should be here soon. Excuse me. But yeah, they teach a few different styles. Like I know they do jujitsu. And yeah, I think it might be Kempo karate now that you mention it. I definitely know it is karate. It, you know, if he had called it like Aikido or something in particular, I feel like that one kind of would have stuck. The chief should be here by now. I bet my stalking the company he's fiddling with that research data. Well, I suppose I should explain, even if the chief might prefer me not to share. After your last run-in with Omega, Master Garland had some research notes smuggled in from the Empire, from Garlemald. The notes are part of Midas Non-Garland's legacy, who was, of course, the chief's father and the Empire's preeminent engineer. The incident in Bozja Citadel, do you know of it? Lore drop, gimme. Bozja was an Imperial fortress city. It was there that Midas constructed the Lunar Transmitter, a device built to communicate with Dalamud. Emperor Solus had ordered Midas to devise a means to destroy primals, and so he thought to harness the power of the Red Moon. The project was a failure, though he succeeded in controlling Dalamud all right. But the immense energies emitted from the satellite vaporized not only the transmitter, but the entire town in which it was built. Excuse me, sorry. And as you can imagine, the job of sifting through the rubble afterwards was no pleasant task. Master Garland was slated to assume his father's position as head engineer, but this disaster, added to his opposition of the Empire's path of conquest, convinced him to abandon his homeland. The chief has wanted nothing to do with the lunar transmitter or the data used to create it, until now. I think he means to put the research to use in your conflict with Omega. In fact, given the time frame, there can be no other explanation. Listen to me, Vance. The chief's genius is plagued by a great deal of apprehension. But even so, once he makes a decision, he doesn't do things by halves. When the time comes, he'll come through for us. You have to believe that.
Of course I do. Sorry I'm late. Was a little too focused on my work and lost all sense of time.
That's no excuse, Chief. What have I told you about being punctual to staff meetings? In any case, I've shared the situation at Yon with Vance here.
Good. Then you know that Omega is likely ready to continue with its tests. Shall we go and knock on the door?
But Chief, Biggs and Wedge aren't fit for field work yet. The Chirugians given Nero strict orders to stay in bed.
In Wirt of Midgar Soma, still taking his nap, is he?
That leaves only you, Vance, and Alpha. Maybe it's time I join the expedition.
No, Jesse, I need your talents elsewhere. There's a half-built device in the workshop that I need you to finish putting together. I've drawn up the design and completed the core mechanisms. The final assembly should pose no problem for an engineer of your abilities.
A new device? Does this mean you use the... Whatever you say, Chief. I'll have it ready and waiting for you. Just be safe in there.
So he used the lunar. Right, it's back to the rift for us. Let's finish these experiments and bring the fight to Omega itself. Hell yeah.
Specifically, you work in Ed Parker's American Kempo. There's another popular branch, especially up in the New England area, Tracy Kempo. This is
It's not that. The guy is he goes by Tokyo Joe. That's the name his grandmaster gave him, and at first I just kind of thought it was like with all due respect, I thought it was just like a selling point, you know what I mean? Like something to, you know, fluff up and like, yeah, come on in, or like whatever. But it's all like it's written up in newspaper articles at, you know, from tournaments, etc. and stuff that he's got hanging up in their dojo. So I was like, oh, okay. The Shadowbringer's Relic Quest actually lets you go to Bozja and get some cool side lore. It's really long though, so maybe we'll do it someday. Like the sensei from Napoleon Dynamite, I think a bit more put together than that sensei, but you know, who am I to I'm like who am I? Who am I to say otherwise? I mean, he's definitely no Uncle Rico, but oh, for crying out loud, get me off. There we go. Well, that came out wrong. Yeah. Definitely poor phrasing at a poor time. Whoops. Don't worry. Sadly, nobody can ever reach Uncle Rico levels. You're right. Noir? I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, it definitely came out wrong. It came out really wrong. Are you ready, Vance? Put me in, coach. Aye, there's no room for hesitation. We press on, come what may. What about you, Alpha? All set to go? That's the spirit. Let's dive right in, shall we? We all fizzing up in here. Boom, boom. The old interdimensional rift, huh? We're missing some test worlds. Omega's experiments must be nearing an end. That's him, yep. Welcome, welcome. Your arrival has been highly anticipated. And I will confirm your earlier suspicion. My experiments have indeed reached the final stage. He's doing Shaolin Kempo. All right, cool. Thank you. Good to know. Shame on me for not knowing, even though I'm bringing Youngblood there. Of the 89 test subjects I trialed, 4 PSI group combatants emerged victorious. Of those 4, further conflict determined the strongest among them. The surviving specimen shall be your opponent. We've come to the last round of testing then. And should we win this battle, are we finally to face you in combat? Affirmative. Such an outcome would allow me to pursue my objective to its conclusion. I would continue analyzing the qualities which allow you to prevail despite your frailty, and integrate said qualities into my own arsenal. I will be pleased if my experiment yields the relevant data, but engaging you directly is still the most efficient and reliable testing method. Kempo and Kempo are different arts, but they both do trace back to a lot of the same root arts. Okay. He loves it. He has a friggin' blast. He does it with one of his friends that he'd been going to preschool with for, you know, since he was 3 months. Omitting intermediary steps. Evaluation of combat potential deemed superfluous. Proceeding immediately with final experiment. Stop. Hammer time. Alpha, your task is complete. Your presence amongst these test subjects is no longer required. What do you mean by that?
I will guide your progress personally from this point onwards. Alpha's role in transferring authority is now obsolete.
Even so, Alpha is a valued companion, and if he wishes to continue on with us, I've no intention of leaving him behind.
Companion. Companions are those who provide mutual benefit. The instant Alpha's authority became redundant, he lost his sole qualification to be regarded as such. Blip. Furthermore, the primary function of Alpha's existence was to lure you into my domain. He would be more accurately described as bait.
Bullshit, he's one of us.
Test subject Alpha can neither confirm nor deny my statement. He possesses no memories prior to his encounter with you. He was the first entity I created here in this realm. My first and only attempt to recreate a being who shared your mundane parameters. I based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form, one which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. By observing the feeble creature in the heat of battle, I sought to understand the source of this contradiction.
It's raining pinions.
I repeated the experiment once, twice, 1,000 times, yet the results never deviated from the estimated projections. The test was an abject failure, and thus I resolved to adapt my methodology. I would focus instead upon simulating powerful opponents and summon mortals of natural origin here to combat them. For Alpha, I devised a new purpose. I erased his memory and planted a compulsion to return to me, and then ejected him into your world. Weak beings exhibit a tendency to form groups. I surmised that this instinctual behavior would aid Alpha in bringing me the test subjects I required, a function he has performed with adequate competence.
Tell me something, Omega. This ability of yours to generate matter was not originally intended for creating other life forms, was it?
Your query bears little relevance to the topic at hand. Affirmative. I was equipped with matter generation capabilities for the purpose of unlimited self-improvement, and armament expansion. Fabricating life forms was not the intended function, but the practice is not otherwise prohibited or problematic.
I disagree with you there. As an engineer, I would advise against using such technology for purpose outside of its design. From the very start, you've been making the same mistake. Even the powerful subjects of your test worlds were made crippled and incomplete. It is conviction which drove these villains to terrible greatness. The same limitless conviction which allowed weakling heroes to overcome them. Do you not understand? Then we will never lose to your creations, no matter how much stronger they should be according to your soulless calculations. Come, Vance, let's be on our way. You too, Alpha. You're coming with us, little buddy.
Come on, let's go. You're not staying here, bro. You're one of us.
You can be like Vincent Diesel and live your life a quarter mile at a time, because you don't got friends, you got family. Any martial arts a great thing, a good way to build.
Yeah, man, and like that was the thing. So he had initially just won free classes, and then we just continued to go. And excuse me, he like, you know, he's a 5-year-old. He's a 5-year-old boy, and every day is a coin flip.
is he going to be off the walls? Is he going to be reserved? Is he going to be sweet? Is he going to be an asshole? Like, any and everything, you know, like nothing's out of the realm of possibilities. And like the thing that I wanted him to take away most from it was I can't think of how to word it, how to describe it. To gain focus, to gain some semblance of self-control. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to be a robot, but you know, like, he's young and he's still developing as a person, and to, you know, kind of instill things like that. And it, you know, like if you're familiar with it, you're not, you know, you like it structure, you know, some structure in class, you know. But, you know, so like I said, thankfully he's really loved it, which is great for us. I have our base camp up and running. You can dive into the final test world whenever you wish. As for the world's inhabitant, Omega has generously provided us with a basic profile. Your opponent's name is Chaos. The first heroes defeated this evil in a conflict that took place so long ago, I'm having trouble separating myth from history. Damn, dog. What time is it? It's 11:40? Damn, dog, it's Chaos, though. I mean, we can do one more, right? That's probably, Like, I want to, but I also wouldn't mind. Just because. Try to get to sleep at a decent time. I don't have to build anything tonight, which is awesome. Unless, of course, this is an entity from another reality, as were the denizens of the Sigmascape. In which case, it may be pointless to even attempt to confirm the details. What is certain, however, is that this Chaos stands triumphant over a roster of truly monstrous test subjects. It promises to be a grueling battle, but one which will open the gate to fighting Omega itself. How many parts are there? Because what? So this is the third portion. Maybe give the queue 5 minutes and call it. Yeah, that would be perfect for me if you guys are good with it. Alpha, you and I will need to provide support for Vance. Will you be my assistant? Oh, so there's 4 left. Counting. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a lot more. You're bothered by what Omega said earlier? Do you think you're responsible for dragging us into this mess? Trust me when I say that this is not your fault. We were ones who awakened Omega, and we're the ones who need to deal with the consequences. Shake that tail feather, little buddy. By the way, do you still have that card that you used to boil water in the kettle? It's been brought to my attention that I'm a spoiled blue blood who can't even refill a pot without constant reminders. If you could take charge of that, then it would be most helpful. Don't make it salt water, please. Look at me, so psyched. Hey there, Gallblade, how are you? 4 more fights. Feels good. 'Tis inconvenient without Midgar Soma here to translate his chirping. Still, the best medicine for his worries is for you to win the next contest. Let's show him we're on top of things, eh? Good, Ben Lurk. Appreciate it, dude. How was fork knifing last night? Yeah, you guys have a good time? Version 1.0 Alphascape. Right on. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 years, but damn, dude. Stopped for quite some time due to COVID, obviously. Then I had some jobs that prevented me from training for then a few injuries. Very recently started to realize how much I really missed it. I went to talk to my old sensei. He closed his school, moved to Florida, started calling some old friends, found out another friend who is in 8th degree was teaching private lessons at his place. So for now, I go down there every other weekend for... Dude, see, that's awesome, man. Good did a mix of things, very interesting. Yeah, the fact that there's Guitar Hero in that, like, freaking blew my mind. I was like, what? Like, what? It's like you're playing Guitar Hero in Fortnite, and it's just like, just absolutely. I was like, wait, so what? And like Theo, like I did taekwondo from age, I think I was 7 or 8 till... I want to say, I think I did it for about 6 years. And I had gotten my first degree black belt, but then they told me it was... what year was it, dude? It was 1990 something. I think I was 10, so it was 96. And they said in order for me to test for my second degree, I was going to have to wait till I was 12. If I'm remembering this correctly. 12 or 15 or something, I like up there. And I just, you know, I was like, fuck that, man. Like, I'll learn how to skate. Like, you know, I was learning how to skateboard and do stuff like that. So, I was like, pass, unfortunately. But I'd love to see him do it. It's still something that it interests me. And I know that I could go back, but, you know, time permitting, which I don't have very much of. God damn. Chaos. Let's get after it. I had to like look down at my friggin' I had to look down at my bar. I was like, uh-oh. Really close quarters over here, gang. Holy shit, man. How did that happen? Good grief. Dumps like a truck. Guys like, what? Well, that was something. All right, yeah, I gotta focus. From long range. What do I do? Oh no. Damn, that was all kinds of annoying. Bowels of agony. It's me after I put too much crushed red in my ramen. Oh, we're supposed to be killing it. My bad. I didn't know. I feel like 82 is a real high number. I feel like this is a big number. It could hurt us really, really bad. Oh, no! Woo! Hell yeah! Feels good. That one was fun, too. I dug that one a lot. Someone took a tank mechanic to the face and survived. Sorry, I just do love my karate. I can talk martial art. No, dude, don't apologize for anything, man. Gush about the stuff that you love. You know what I mean? Oh, those are shiny and red. Those look nifty. I don't want any of them, though. That was pretty crazy. You did great, except for when you got the stack marker. Never stack markers. Right. Got to split up into two small groups when there's two. Okay. That was a lot of fun, though. I felt like I at least hung with. The battle is concluded. Alpha Group is victorious. This also signals the completion of my experiments and the incontestable fact of your supremacy. And yet the process by which you consistently exceed your projected potential continues to confound my understanding. Is it possible that test subject Sid's suppositions are correct? That my calculations and simulations are fundamentally flawed? Do mortals truly boast some indefinable quality that I do not possess and cannot measure? Heart. Or something like that, you know? Error. Logic loop malfunction. Resolution requires additional data. If the nature of your existence defies standard reasoning, then I must examine you from an illogical angle. I will subject the unknown to the imperfect. Test subject Vance Calum will proceed to a supplemental stage. A lot of times when there's 2 or more stack markers, they'll each apply a vulnerability debuff so that if you take 2 at the same time, you take... Oh, okay. And is there, and I know this is probably a really stupid question, is there anything that, like, demarks it? Or is it just, like, if I get hit by a particular attack? Or both? Like, in certain instances? I have altered this test world to reflect a recorded memory. You'll see 2 stack markers. Yeah, but, like, no, I understand, like, the stack markers, but, like, you're talking about, like, the debuff marker on my UI? Is that what you're referring to? Because that's what I'm thinking. And I was asking that if, like, is there an attack that you get hit with? Or is it, like, when that little emblem's above you? Like, that little, like, you get hit by an attack and get, like, a 3-second debuff. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if there was something that, like, demarked it, like, there's times, you know, when you get that emblem over your head and you get a friggin' split from the rest of the team. That's there to punish you from taking 2 of the same hit. Okay. I have altered this test to reflect the recorded memory. Don't want for that, just follow the general rule of thumb, do not stack 2 stack markers together. Gotcha. Look at this area. It originates from a time when war had erupted on a distant star. I was deployed to the battlefield, and it was there that I engaged an enemy of unmatched strength. The contest ended prematurely, and I failed to bring down my foe. Subsequently, I lacked the data to fabricate a completely accurate simulation. Results stemming from such a subject are unreliable. Even should you be defeated by this incomplete creation, I will still honor your previous victories and engage you in combat myself. That is, of course, assuming you survive. According to my past observations, this opponent will accept only death as a condition of defeat. Yo! Is this another worm of the first brood? Prepare to face Midgar... Oh no, it's just Midgar Somer on fire. Prepare to face Midgar Somer, red-manned worm of the Dragon Star and nemesis of my world. This is not the fated specter that you know, or a mortal conjured simulacrum. You will contend with a true incarnation of the Father of Dragons at the height of his power and glory. Damn. Omega, wait! You can't force Vance to fight 2 battles back to back. He needs time to regain his strength. He must be allowed to recuperate, or the data for your testing will be skewed. Damn. Acknowledged. Like the gold trim is pretty gnarly. Test subject Vance Calum, you are permitted to leave. Re-enter the test world when your strength has returned to optimal levels. Dang. Alpha seems distressed and Sid is nowhere in sight. Vance, I'm right here. I don't think you can see me, but I'm standing next to Alpha. Huh. So to recap what we learned so far in Omega, the dragons in Omega are aliens from 2 separate planets. Omega's planet invaded the dragons, and Midi and Omega fought. Midi fled with 7 eggs and came to our planet. Omega followed. Okay. Father of, you know, birth the first brood. So, yeah, Vitra is the last one that we met, but obviously it made reference to that. He was my papa. Midgar fled, though? Come on, bro. My apologies. 'Twas not my intention to undermine the gravity of the situation with this diversion. I'd noticed the kettle was boiled and thought some tea would soothe my nerves. Poured myself a cup and was halfway through drinking it before I realized my hand, not to mention the rest of me, had turned invisible. I understand the situation is unsettling, but I assure you that I can still work unimpeded. Now, we had best discuss how to approach... Oh, it seems to have worn off. Like, his mouth was just like... and his eyes were angled down. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, you're not to blame. I did ask you to fill the kettle after all. And I'd forgotten what Nero had said about your card producing water with. Unexpected properties. Although it seems the effects were rather different this time. In any case, 'twas pleasant to have a distraction from our greater woes, however brief. We'll set the rest of the water aside for now and decide what to do with it later. Right, Vance. We need to talk about your forthcoming contest with Midgar Soma. Watching through the monitor, I could see that this worm appeared different than the one we know. From everything we've heard thus far, it seems that Omega and Midgar Soma both hail from different stars, two different worlds at war with one another. As a result of that conflict, the worm was forced to gather his offspring and leave his home behind. And after evading Omega's pursuit over the course of an unimaginable journey, the Father of Dragons arrived here on our world. I'm assuming the entity you're to face is a younger, more vital Midgar Soma, just as he was when Omega first encountered him thousands of years in the past. A formidable foe indeed. Even so, I must find a way to defeat him. I fought him once at the Keeper of the Lake, but... aye. Hopefully Omega's imperfect data will contain a flaw we can exploit. It certainly doesn't help matters that Omega's little surprise isn't registered as an official test subject. I can't even use the terminal to search for the most basic information. With that in mind, Vance, I have a proposal. I wish to leave the completion of this supplemental stage entirely in your heroic hands. Rather than twiddle my thumbs whilst you prepare to contend with the dragon, I mean instead to work on a strategy for our inevitable confrontation with Omega. And then, my friend, we will put a stop to this mad machine once and for all. I'm glad we're in agreement. Already my tools, and you ready yours. You've a worm to slay. I am indifferent on it, though. I don't want to battle my homie. My guy, Midgar Soma. Hell yeah, man. We'll wrap this up tomorrow evening, then. Faux show. Oh, wait. I have to leave, and then I can return. Return. Sprinter. Hell yeah, though, dude. Super good. Anything tied to the dragons in my brain ties into, you know, ties into Heavensward. So I'm like, yeah, more. Then now, obviously, after what we experienced last night with Estinian's route, clearly ties in more there too. And before we wrap up, I can't say I'm not going to, but just want to look at some cool, new, neat stuff. Maybe. I've already seen all of these. That's fine. The old augmented meanness, huh? Yeah, all right. The old augmented meanness, as it were. Yeah. Crystal Exarch style, bruh. $75,000? How do you sleep at night? Ooh. Damn, dog. That one is pretty. Ironwood Spear. All right. That's level 539 as well. Holy mackerel. Yeah. I mean, maybe the game will give it to us, so I'm not going to spend 75K on it, but it looks pretty sweet. Any gear that's not a flat level will come with coffers. Perfect. Yeah, that thing looks sick, dude. It's all right. Ironwood Spear. That thing was dope. Hey, I know you. Ready? Fist bump. Double up. Perfect. Okay, so now, as we wrap up, let's find somebody to go and raid. We can go and see KJ's on real late. Grandia too, huh? No, he's not on anymore. He must have just gotten off. Imagine that. Riggs is doing some... Yeah, we go see Riggs doing Dragon Quest VIII. Perfect! Riggs is also wonderful people. So, I mean, she was playing some 14, I think, last week. But she's a big Tales of fan. She does a lot of just JRPGs in general. But she's good people. I think if you guys haven't met her yet, many of you guys have. If you haven't, you know, I would most certainly recommend hitting that little heart icon. But, you know, who am I to tell you what to do? It's your time. It's your life. It's your internet experience. But thank you guys. Great night. Sensei Theo, it was great to get to know you and some of your community, man. Thank you, everybody very much for being here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, time zone, the whole shebang-a-bang. Happy officially Thursday, which means I just got to get through this goddamn work day, and then we're boom, bang, bang, off to the races for the weekend. But you guys, again, take care, stay happy, stay healthy, stay excellent. Bye, guys. Be good.